And here they come. Friedrich in first, Caceres in second, P3 to Andreas Steenkamp, P4 for J.R. Walker. These are the reversed grid. These are the drivers for the second race here in the Race Room Free Racing community. Here they come. Andreas Steenkamp takes the lead. I mean, Angel Caceres takes the lead. He's battling with J.R. Walker. Here they come. J.R. Walker comes outside. He's going to be overtaken by Andreas Steenkamp, but he manages to defend his second position. Angel Caceres leads the pack, while J.R. Walker tries to push him and gets the first position. J.R. Walker puts inside. He goes in first, but he goes wide. He drops now to second position. Caceres is still first. J.R. Walker gets bumped by Steenkamp, and Friedrich Reinhardt now goes to P3. Those are the four drivers for today. Here comes Friedrich Reinhardt. He goes outside, loses a little bit of grip. Is overtaken by Andreas Steenkamp, while they fight for P1 in the front of the pack. Caceres tried to pull away from J.R. Walker. Here they come for the first lap here in Hockenheim Ring. Caceres is first, Walker second, Steenkamp third. Reinhardt comes in fourth, trying to get Steenkamp's third position. Here you see the four pushing hard. Friedrich trying to get closer to Steenkamp. You have two battles now. Friedrich tries to put inside. He's bumper to bumper, both of them going wide. Steenkamp manages to defend himself against Reinhardt. There in the front, there's a battle for P1. Walker is a little bit away from Caceres, but keeping him on his aiming. There's the camera inside Reinhardt's car. Drops a little behind. His screaming engine. They come opening the third lap here in the German circuit. This is the battle for P3, and this is the battle for P1. You can see how close they are to each other. They're fitted in the brake zone. Caceres brakes a little bit earlier than Walker. They touch bumpers, but Caceres still manages to keep his first position. Walker is 0.7 seconds behind Caceres now, and that's the same difference between Reinhardt and Steenkamp. They both are fighting for P3 behind those two guys you're watching now. You could see they're in the same frame. And here they come for another lap. 3 laps completed here in Hockenheim Ring. Let's go to follow the battle for P3 now. Steenkamp came a little bit wider, trying to get closer to Reinhardt, who defends well. Now the fight gets back to the first position between Caceres and Walker. Walker tries to put outside, tries to do a different line for a better grip here, but Caceres defends it well. Now Andreas Steenkamp did something wrong because he is more than 2 seconds behind Reichardt. So let's get back to this fight here for P1. Here comes Castros, followed by Walker. Castros in the goof painting scheme, and Walker in the red painting in the second position. Here they come for the first turn. Castros is still in a good distance, has a good gap between Walker, who puts inside and brings it to the brake zone, but he's still in second place. They touch bumpers. They manage to still get in the track and take the battle for another turn. Another good fight here in the second race in this final round of the Starter Championship. We have 14 minutes to go. They bring it to the stadium. Walker tries to do a different line once again, tries to get closer to Castros. He won't give up. He will bring it to the end. Walker, who won last race, the first race we had today, he wants another win, and he puts inside, bring it inside, he passes on the grass and takes the lead. Let's see if Castros can get it back, but Walker pulls away from Castros. And now you have Walker, Castros, Reichardt and Steenkamp. This is the driver orders here, driver positions. Now Castros come hunting Walker, and he puts outside, trying to do a different line. He puts inside now. They drop it to the braking zone. Walker defend it well, but they all go wide. They lose control of the car now, and the one who gets into the fight is Friedrich Reichardt. P3 now joins the fight, joins the battle for P1. Friedrich Reichardt comes closer to Castros. He wants that second position now. Here they come for the 7th lap in the second race today. Castros is now more defending against Friedrich than fighting, trying to get Walker's position. Steenkamp's a little behind them, but you can see the 4 drivers in the same frame here. Yes, we have action in the track. Castros puts inside, but Friedrich Reichardt goes wide through the grass. He loses a little bit of contact now. And Castros gets closer to Walker. So there's a battle for P1 once again. Here comes Castros. You can see the camera inside his cockpit, and you can take his mirror, how far he is from Friedrich Reichardt and how close he's trying to get to J.R. Walker. He goes a little bit wide now, manages to bring the car back to the track, does a different line from J.R. Walker, trying to get maximum grip here and get closer to the red car in front of him. Here they come for the braking zone. Gets a little closer, but stops the car. What happened? Oh, actually this was a network issue. Sorry about that. He's 1.5 behind J.R. Walker. 1.6 now. You can see the live timing for this battle for P1. This is Angel Cáceres. He's now being followed by this one, Friedrich Reithard. Let's take a look into them. So this first one, you're following J.R. Walker, who goes a little bit wide here. That's something common in that area of the track. Then you have in second place for Angel Cáceres. Friedrich Reithard comes in third. And Andreas Steenkamp here in fourth. He's a little bit away from them, more than 2 seconds behind Friedrich. And someone goes wide there. And look at Angel Cáceres. He drops to third position. Now we're going to have a battle for P3. Andreas Steenkamp now tries to chase Angel Cáceres. You thought we were not having more fights here, more battles for positions, and now we have. I'm not sure if Steenkamp had a tire problem here or some suspension problem. He's going wider than the others, and his performance is not that good, but he's still fighting for P3. You see the 4 drivers in the same frame here. This is now battle for P3 between Angel Cáceres and Andreas Steenkamp. Steenkamp behind him. He comes fourth, trying to get closer to the next braking zone. Tries to put inside. Let's see if he goes inside, but Cáceres defends it well. Bumper to bumper. Cáceres goes outside, and Steenkamp gets the third position. Cáceres is getting closer, trying to push and try to recover his position again against Steenkamp. He's less than a half of a second behind him. Last corners to finish the 10th lap here in Hockenheimring. You see first position for J. Walker in the bottom of your screen. The second red car is from Friedrich Reithard. And then you see Steenkamp in third, followed by Cáceres, who goes wide. 6 minutes and a half to go, 6 minutes remaining here in the second race. This is the final round in the Race Room Free Racing community. Thank you for watching, thank you for being with us. A different brake zone, but he goes wider. Cáceres now loses a little bit, a tenth of seconds here. Drops a little away from Steenkamp, and Steenkamp's trying to get closer to Reithard. Once again the camera inside Steenkamp's car. You see ahead of him Reithard, and you see Cáceres on his mirror. Let's hear the motor. He attacks the curbs, trying to get closer, but he is 1.2 behind Reichard. Meanwhile, J.R. Walker is 4 seconds ahead of Reichard. He won the last race and he comes winning so far this second one here in Hockenheim Ring. There you see the second and third. They're battling for the P2. This is Reichard, followed by Steenkamp. Steenkamp, who comes closer now, less than a second behind him. Less than a second behind Reichard. There you can see them both on the last turn here. Coming to the finish line to complete lap number 13. Fourth position on the top of your screen for Angel Cáceres, who is more than 4 seconds behind Steenkamp. So this is the only battle we have now. This is the battle for P2. They're half second away from each other. He tries to put outside. There's a different line here, trying to overtake Reichard. Tries to put inside now. Reichard closed the door. They come strong to these last corners. Lose a little bit of contact here. Puts inside, attacks the curbs. Those are the last 3 corners until they get to the finish line. Here comes Andreas Steenkamp, trying to close the gap to Reichard. Will he be able to approach into the brake zone? He's closer, but not enough to try to get the second position here. Second place is still under Reichard. You see a little bit of drifting from Cáceres. Maybe he have some tire issue over there. He's losing a little bit of grip, and he's staying behind those two. You're watching the fight for P2. We have a little more than 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes remaining for this last race, last round for the Starter Championship. Those are the NSU TTS cars here in the Hockenheim Ring, short layout. Here they come. Cáceres tries to put inside. Sorry, Andreas Steenkamp tries to put inside. You hear J. Walker's car screaming in the end of the straight. Steenkamp brakes a little earlier, opens the gap, but he goes well on the other part of the circuit here, so he can get closer in the other turns. Now he has a better grip and gets closer to Reichard. Let's take a look into the end of this straight, where the braking zone goes in favor of Steenkamp. Here they come. He tries to put outside now. Trying to get closer and closer for the final turns to battle against him. Let's see if Jay Walker can cross the finish line before the clocks go 0. So then we will have another lap here in Hockenheim Ring Circuit. And yes, he opens the last lap while we follow the battle for P2 here. Andreas Steenkamp tries to put inside. He goes now to the braking zone. Will he be able to get second position? Door-to-door contact here. Reinhardt goes way wide, while Steenkamp gives him back the position, so they can fight for it in the next few turns. He's still very close to his opponent. This is the last lap here in Hockenheimring. They're going to the last turns. He tries to put inside, but he will be outside next turn. He does different grip here, different line, trying to get a better grip. He goes outside, way outside the track now. He's still outside compared to Reinhardt, who defends it well. Reinhardt is still going inside, defending his position. They're still battling. Steenkamp doesn't give up. Those are the last turns. You see the first driver in the track for his last turns. And here comes for another win for J.R. Walker, flashing his lights while we work back to watch the battle for P2. But Friedrich Reinhardt defends his position and comes P2. Andreas Steenkamp comes in third. And closing the race today, Angel Castro is in fourth position. This is the final result for the second race